Literally, dude. Like, my mom almost got scammed one time because
My dad got scammed.
But it says I won $1,000.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
dude. It was like she got this text message and it was like, "We're the international something fund, and you have been, selected to win like $50,000. We just need
have to send us $100,000 first."
pretty much, yeah."
And they're like, "Well, shit, that's kind of a good deal."
Yeah, and my mom, she was like, I won this thing, and I was like, what are you talking about? And she showed it to me, and I immediately Googled what it was, and the first thing that popped up was like, "This is a scam."
Facts.
And I was like,
If you Google it, and the first thing it says is scam.
yeah. I was like, "Mom, do not respond to this message at all.
Please don't.
Go ahead, you're wrong.
Okay, cool.
It's time, motherfucker."
Welcome to the Storyworks podcast, everyone. I am your host, Zach Gosen.
And I am your co-host, Andrew Hall.
We're here today to talk about some more stuff and things.
Some story things, some
Couple stories here and there.
just, your average little story
Work.
podcast.
Okay, yeah, no, let's talk about what we're going to talk about. So, we started off the podcast talking about Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
And we only had 3 episodes out at that time. It's all completed now, so just kind of wanted to top off our thoughts about that first.
Yeah. No, sorry. He's saying, like, when we talked about Obi-Wan.
No, I was just letting you guys know.
Oh, that we're on episode 5? Yeah.
Yeah, so we started off on our very first episode talking about Obi-Wan. They had 3 episodes out at the time. Finally, it's complete. They've released everything. So now episode 5 of our podcast, we're going to be finishing up that discussion a little bit, talking about how we felt about it.
Wrapping up our closing thoughts.
Right. And then we're going to move on to talking about Thor, Love and Thunder. So
The latest Marvel machine film.
Yeah, I had fun. A lot of people didn't, but,
It's a fun movie.
dissenting opinions.
Come on.
I know, yeah. I feel the same way, bro. I feel the same way. But to go back to Obi-Wan, kind of starting out with that, what were your kind of just overall thoughts with how the story ended up finishing itself out? So, the last time we talked was when Leia was captured, so we kind of get this introduction to the Grand Inquisitor's fortress on film for the first time.
Yeah, seeing that on the big screen.
And that's what kind of sets us on our path down the last 3 episodes. So starting with that, what were your overall impressions?
I'm a big Star Wars fan. And I love Obi-Wan Kenobi as a whole. Like,
We've always loved me. I mean, who doesn't? How could you
he's the
not?
coolest Jedi. Like, are you gonna fight me
He's
on
got
this?
the coolest.
You can't.
He's got the coolest pose too, man.
The pose,
Saber over the head.
his lightsaber design is dope too.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
like,
yeah.
His Clone Wars outfit.
Oh my god, yeah.
His Clone Wars armor is like superb.
No, it's dope. So yeah, seeing him infiltrate and kind of confront Vader again and all that stuff.
I really enjoyed seeing because the first time you see that fortress is in Fallen Order.
Yeah, Jedi Fallen Order, the video game.
Yeah, so it's just cool to see those ties kind of coming together.
Yes.
I wanted to see Cal Kestis in this thing.
Oh my god.
So bad, man.
I think I would have like died if I had.
Oh my god, I was hoping for it. We did get a really cool cameo that's spoiler conversation,
Yeah.
but we got a cool cameo, but if I would have got Cal Kestis, holy shit.
Oh, it would have gone. I would have gone mental. But yeah, I thought it was really fun. I thought it was really cool. Very I guess like cathartic for Obi-Wan as a character, I guess.
For sure. Yeah.
He finally kind of came to grips with Anakin and Vader.
Right.
And I think it kind of sets him up more to be the old Ben that he is in A New Hope.
Most definitely. So like, because when it picks up, when it starts off We're more so in this broken Obi-Wan phase, and it's kind of like building up the pieces a little bit again, kind of slowly throughout the series.
Oh yeah, for sure. You first see him at the beginning, and he's just kind of going through the motions of life and living this like very kind of boring, sad existence, kind of.
Right, just in hiding
as a hermit. Yeah, which I mean, I get it.
for sure.
You know, you have to at this point in time. But to see him kind of come back into his, Jedi roots and his role as a protector of the galaxy.
Yes.
And, him defending people as a like more than just, I'm protecting Leia. That's my mission.
Right.
Seeing him actually step beyond that role and kind of take responsibility for his own actions, kind of.
Yeah, for sure.
Was really, really cool to see.
Yeah.
And seeing Vader on screen is always just chef's kiss.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and we are just gonna, drop that spoiler alert.
It's time for spoilers.
Because, I mean, this is, by the time this is dropping, it's already been out for a little bit. So
yeah,
we
it's
can
been a
kind
little
of
bit
talk
of time.
a little bit here.
Yeah, but just in case you haven't finished,
Right.
they're spoilers.
Exactly. Fuck. What was I gonna say?
It's a good question. We were just talking about it's so nice to see Vader on screen again.
Yes, you have rekindled me. It's
Bonfire lit.
yeah. It's really, really cool to see them put us back into kind of prequel mode when they gave us the scene between Obi-Wan and Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
Anakin Skywalker, not
Yes.
Darth Vader.
Yeah.
We got him back in Padawan. I don't care how old he is, okay? I don't give a shit. It was great.
It's so nice to see him be Anakin again, and
he gives that charming Anakin smile.
The smile and him, doing the fight with their practice duel together. Oh my god, so good.
So good, dude.
Which just makes seeing him as Vader being so tortured
that much more heart-wrenching.
Yeah, hurts so much more.
Yeah, most definitely. I loved that scene, and I loved how it was kind of that episode just worked really well because they used that scene.
Yeah, they kind of cut it up and placed it like in pieces throughout the whole episode.
Right. So it was like complementing the other scenes that were kind of going on the whole time.
Oh yeah.
So that was super fun. I really liked the layout of that. And the ending was rough, man. It cut deep. I wasn't super like the Reva stuff was fine. I don't really like where it went 100%.
Like, I can kind of understand her character up till she gets stabbed by Vader.
Right.
And the Grand Inquisitor shows up and just says, "Hello."
Dude, the video of the Grand Inquisitor coming up going,
"Hello. Goodbye."
Oh, that shit's funny as fuck.
So good, dude. But after that scene, I kind of stopped understanding her character.
She kind of super went AWOL after that.
Because she gets
that was the episode where they really they kind of made her a better, more rounded character.
No, absolutely.
Where you got her backstory.
Yeah, you get it, and it's like, oh, she knows that Anakin's Vader, and she hates him.
The cross-cutting of Order 66, him cutting her down as a youngling and then cutting her down as Vader now,
oh my
that
God.
was really cool.
Yeah, but like that I was like, yes, this is exactly what we needed, was this like exposition for her and stuff like that.
For sure.
And then she survives getting stabbed.
Right.
Because, dark side users can just live.
Just get so pissed off that you don't die. That's the secret to living.
Woman literally too angry to die.
Yeah.
But then instead of continuing her vendetta against Vader, who has stabbed her twice now.
Right.
She decides instead to go to Tatooine and kidnap Luke to get at Obi-Wan.
Yeah, really did not know what.
while she's still like
Yeah,
injured from being stabbed with a lightsaber.
right.
I'm just like,
I
what
just,
is happening? What
it
is going
didn't
through
make
your
sense
head?
to me, right? Like, I don't know why she went down that path. Like, it would have been cooler if she survived and then was like, Obi-Wan, let's kick some ass.
Yeah.
I mean, you definitely wanted to have Obi-Wan versus Vader to be a confined battle
Oh, definitely.
at the same
100%.
time, but
It's so weird to have her encounter with Obi-Wan at the end kind of just tacked on. That's
Right.
kind of how it felt.
no, 100%. It was super,
And it definitely,
did feel
and like the
rushed.
cuts in between the Vader Obi-Wan fight, cutting in between with the Lars family defending their home from her.
Right.
Like those scenes in and of itself are cool. Like
Mhm.
I love to see scenes of Owen and Baru
That
kicking
was
ass.
pretty cool, yeah.
But it just felt so out of left field to
Right.
have be like during your climactic fight.
Yeah.
This is the thing that everybody is watching the Obi-Wan series to see, is this Vader and Obi-Wan confrontation.
Exactly.
And you finally get it, and then they just start cutting in and around it.
Right. I would honestly love to just watch the fight.
Just
If somebody just makes a
like
cut
an
of it.
unedited.
Right.
Yeah. I
Because
think
it pulls away from that fight is intense, man. It's a
Yeah,
really
man.
well done fight. It's like
Dude.
that's what you want to see. Yeah.
Vader with his one arm just slams with his saber, man.
Right. This is how you wanted to see Obi-Wan and Vader fighting in A New Hope, right? This is
Oh,
everyone's
100%.
dream. Like this is what you want.
Yeah, for sure.
And then they're just kind of cutting back to that interaction. So it's like that part worked and it didn't at the same time.
Yeah.
Still an amazing fight. Still a good ending.
Oh yeah, for
Um,
sure. I loved Obi-Wan seeing Leia again, after she makes it back to Alderaan.
Yes.
Alderaan
All
places.
the wrong places.
It's still, I guess.
You're not allowed to cough. We're recording a
Stop,
podcast.
you piece of shit! Oh my god.
Let it out. Just get it out.
I'm good now. I was trying something.
Nah, man, you're good. You're good.
You're okay, man. We love you, Dave.
But I guess there's still kind of like a plot hole in the sense of like, in episode 4 when Leia's like, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope.
Mhm.
Oh, is that Nate? And she's like, oh, you helped my father in the Clone Wars. Like she doesn't mention the fact that he like rescued her as a child or whatever, like
Right.
in the hologram.
Yeah. Because in that movie, it seems like it's a first impression thing.
Yeah,
Because why would
like
she
she
say that?
only knows of Obi-Wan because of her dad.
Right. I think that's something that they just chose to kind of.
Yeah, but I mean, look, man, I'm not gonna like it's Star Wars, man. You're gonna sit
Right.
here and complain about fucking what up?
All right. So we have a guest. I'm gonna redo that.
We've got a mid special guest.
He just pulled up to the house. I don't know who the fuck this guy is.
Pulled up.
What's your name, boss?
Yo, what's going on? It is Nate Ankrom or Nate Sobaki, Enjoy the Epic LLC, film extraordinaire.
Film
I guess you could
extraordinaire.
probably say that.
Okay, yeah, no, we know him. He didn't just pull up. He's not. He's not invading this house. Yeah, we work with Nate all the time. He decided to come pop in for the podcast.
He's an all right guy, I guess.
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty like I'd say like what did he say, mid? You know, pretty
Mid.
We were just like we were
Pretty
loving
mid.
on the Obi-Wan series, so Nate came in to talk
heard
about how
it.
shitty it is.
He heard
Yeah,
us
dude.
and he was like, "You're not allowed to have fun."
tear it down, dude. I had to tear it down a little bit. If they wouldn't have done Leia, if they like, I mean, even the Luke thing, I just wish it would have just been kind of.
Nah, I was gonna say we were talking about it. I think my biggest complaint with the series is like the Reva stuff at the end, like how,
Yeah.
like you said, you just kind of threw it on as background noise.
She got stabbed like twice, right?
She gets like
Stabbed,
stabbed,
yeah.
and then instead of continuing her vengeance against Darth Vader, the man who stabbed her,
Yep.
she decides to go to Tatooine and kidnap Luke to get back at Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
And then forgives Obi-Wan.
and then is like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I really thought
that didn't
like
hit.
to at least maybe explain the Leia plot hole. I would have forgiven that if he would have like memory wiped
That's
her or
kind
something.
of yeah.
You know, that would
Yeah.
have made like, oh, this was, or because my buddy had a theory that
He mind tricks it out.
that Vader would have like appeared and like he would have got the sense like, is this my daughter? And then maybe like somehow she would have found out like or seen something with Darth Vader and like maybe they both felt it, and so then Obi-Wan would have had to like wipe that from her to be like, this is so traumatic that you can't really process this right now.
That would have made sense.
And, I mean, a little bit, but
See,
still,
I didn't even think
was
about
like,
that.
I know they're leaving room for, because season 2 got greenlit, so they're trying to leave.
Are
some...
they actually doing that though?
I thought I heard it got greenlit. That might have been just a.
I thought
article
with that
or
and
something.
Boba Fett, they were just gonna do like a thing.
I didn't
now
even watch
Boba Fett,
like
I
a whole
did
thing.
hear that one was just like a one and done.
Yeah.
But I think Obi-Wan did like super well, and I think Ewan McGregor just like is really happy to be back as Obi-Wan.
Dude,
So.
Right. You see, you love to see that.
I
know what I
like
mean?
him, but man, my thing was like they should have done a Clone Wars. Like they should have done something. Like what would have been cool is if they did the stuff with current day on Tatooine, but to then balance it out. If they really wanted to go for it, and if they really wanted to try for it, they could have done like a couple Clone Wars stories. Like maybe not do too many close-ups to then age up Anakin.
Yeah.
Because Anakin is the problem. Ewan McGregor looks the exact fucking same that he did like 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's true.
And so like Hayden Christensen's
He's definitely got that
and Anakin
aged
never had
face.
facial hair, so
Yeah,
you can't make
yeah.
him look like a man.
Yeah.
And so like, you can see it in the close-ups, but honestly, I would have loved for that. Maybe even throw in Ahsoka. It gives them an excuse to then show her in there.
Rosario Dawson
Right.
And it's
chance.
like have them just run around a planet for half of an episode and then switch back to him on Tatooine.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like he's meditating and that's what he's thinking about. Or
Why don't
something
you
like,
call
know.
Dave Filoni?
and just be like, dude, like I got all these ideas.
Listen, I've got
like,
season 2 written up for you right
I
now.
am kind
like-
of surprised that there wasn't like an Ahsoka cameo at all. Or
Honestly,
anything like
with how
that.
much they are liking to really tie things in,
Yeah.
trying to be kind of Marvel Part 2, I'm surprised as well. They kind of could have
dude.
utilized that.
So yeah, on Marvel. On the topic of Marvel, here we go.
Yeah, so
so-
that wraps up kind of our thoughts on Obi-Wan, I believe.
I would say I would give it like
A 6
out of 10. I might give it a 7 for my fan loyalty.
Yeah, I think
For my
yeah,
I think your
loyalty.
6 is fair,
Yeah,
but I'm going to
6.
give it a personal 7
yeah. I think 7
for the nostalgia. 'Cause, I mean,
7 sounds about right.
yeah, there is some cheesy writing for sure. There's
The
some
first
stuff
episode
like,
was starting off strong. I was like, okay, I like the aesthetic of it. Like,
Yeah.
it's really cool. Like him being just like in the shadows, like walking around, like he's seeing clone troopers just like jangling a coin
Yeah,
like
yeah.
around.
Right.
It's like, that was cool. But then it's like, oh, but now it's basically the Mandalorian, but with
But
Leia.
with Leia,
yeah, and
yeah.
it's like, come on,
Right.
I mean, even if they were gonna at least have him be in the back seat a little bit, like. Make us care about Reva
for
to
sure,
where it's
yeah.
like, okay, I'm invested in why she's trying to hunt down Obi-Wan.
I cared about her when they first revealed her story, but then she makes that decision to go after
Exactly.
Luke out of
they
nowhere.
give you like her
Yeah.
exposition, and then she gets stabbed, and I'm like, oh, okay, so that's the end of her character. That's why they gave her exposition.
Because it's like, that doesn't make sense because it's like she's a kid that was hunted by Jedi. And so why would she then go and imprint that same trauma on a
Yeah.
child to
Yeah.
hunt Jedi? It's like,
Right.
know.
But yeah, I'd say 6 out of 10 for Nate. 7
I think
sevens
it's
for us.
yeah. I think the thing that bumps it up to a 7 is that the last line of the final episode is Obi-Wan looking at Luke and saying, "Hello there."
Oh yeah, dude. They had to do it. They had to do it. They delivered. So yeah, moving on to our next segment, we're going to discuss Thor: Love and Thunder. I was kind of taking the last couple days to rewatch some of the older Thor movies. It was fun. I thought it was going to be awful because I haven't really seen them since they came out, right?
Yeah.
And like my most recent memory before I rewatched these was Avengers Thor, and I think he was
Avengers
just
Thor is,
written
like, not
super
good.
cheesy in that first Avengers movie. So I actually did like kind of revisiting Thor: The Dark World.
Yeah.
It was okay. It was the Jane Foster and Thor stuff was still fun.
The bad guy in Thor: The Dark World he was the 9th Doctor in Doctor Who.
That's fucking crazy,
Christopher
man.
Eccleston.
Wow.
Mhm.
What?
Yeah.
That was Christopher. What?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, the bad guy in Thor 2, the dark elf guy.
I didn't know. That's crazy,
Yeah,
man.
that's Christopher Eccleston.
Dude,
'Cause
I
I loved him as the Ninth Doctor.
I think Dark World is probably the Marvel movie I've watched the least.
Straight up.
I think I've seen it like maybe 2 times.
I saw it once in theaters, and it's just
I don't even. I think I've maybe watched
It's
it
a
all the way
sleeper.
through one time.
right. Yeah.
It's actually directed by the guy who directed Many Saints in Newark.
Oh,
Oh,
for
really?
real?
And directed Terminator Genesis.
Oh, wow.
What? Okay,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's
He's
my least favorite.
The
for
reason
sure.
that is like that, and I mean, in my opinion, he is a television director.
Mhm.
So like, because he directed Sopranos, like he directed Game
Oh,
of Thrones,
what?
he directed
Okay.
like, and then when you see the things he's worked on television versus what he's
Movies.
worked on movies, it's
Yeah.
like you can see that that's his like.
kind of excels more there.
Yeah, it's like because he can let the story
The
breathe,
episodic
and it's like
format
he can take
fits
time
better,
to
yeah.
like do what he wants, and it's like he's not really rushed and by producers, and it's like, oh, we have to fit this 2-hour time limit, and
Right.
it has to be this, and we have to tell a story, and it's like, no, you can kind of like leave some things off, and then let the other directors tell their story, and it's
Right.
like,
Yeah.
you know, that at least that's how Sopranos was, where it was like there was kind of a unit of like 7 directors kind of flowing through everything.
Right.
Actually, fun fact, kind of a little bit relating back to the Obi-Wan thing. When I was watching an episode of Mr. Robot last night, the Deborah Chow directed one of my favorite episodes of Mr. Robot. I had no
Really?
idea.
Yeah.
I had literally no idea. So that's why I was like, it's definitely the direction of Obi-Wan's great. It's,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the writing. It's
Yeah.
definitely the writing. But-
Wow. Okay.
and
Yeah.
that brings me to the Love and Thunder, dude. You know,
Yeah.
like, I loved Ragnarok. I think Ragnarok's one of my favorite. Like
Ragnarok
No, yeah,
is
Ragnarok's
top
awesome.
five
great,
Marvel
man.
movies. I mean, it's
Yeah.
hilarious. You can watch Ragnarok as its own thing,
Yes.
and it doesn't really like.
Exactly. You don't need to watch
He
Thor
mentions
1
like
or
a
Thor
couple
2.
of the other movies, and that's
No,
it. you
Thor
know?
summarizes his entire journey in the
Up to
first
that
2
point.
minutes of
Yeah.
Ragnarok. He's just like,
And then they
you
do it
know,
again in
look
Love and
for
Thunder.
some gems. Yeah, no, straight up. They got because I mean, there's large gaps of time. There's a few movies in between the Thor movies, so there's kind
Well,
of a
it's
lot.
like
and
Thor
Hulk
1.
being just flat out in space.
Yeah,
I know,
It's like
bro.
Thor 1 and Thor 2 happen, and then there's like 5 or 6 movies, I think.
Yeah.
And then Ragnarok
there was
comes
a pretty
out.
big gap. Same thing for Love and Thunder now.
Yeah,
You
it
know
was
what I
like
mean?
Ragnarok came out, and then it was Infinity War,
Yeah.
Endgame, and then all the like Spider-Man movies.
I think
and-
it's pretty interesting. I feel like a big part of the fandom broke off when Ragnarok came out because a lot of people like big macho man Thor.
Mhm.
They didn't like some people were so turned off by the comedy immediately, which fucking kills me, man, because it's so good.
it's
Especially
yeah.
and I mean Love and Thunder takes it another step, I would even say. The comedy, like that's I'm laughing the whole way through.
Yeah, no, the entire like they had so many jokes
But-
crammed into
yeah.
the writing of
But-
Love and Thunder.
Ragnarok feels a little bit less so, like not too much, but like a
Yeah,
little bit less so.
See, I think I'm the opposite.
Oh,
Really?
yeah?
Yeah, I think I laughed way more in Ragnarok than I did with Love and Thunder because
Yeah.
I heard
I
at
think-
least
I think not as many jokes land in Love and Thunder,
land
but
in
they're
Love and
still in
Thunder.
it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
like the dude. I hated the fucking goats, dude. After
Oh
the
my
third or
God.
fourth
Yeah.
time, I was like, all right, dude. I was
Yeah.
like, I get it. Like I was like, I get it.
The
They
goats are
scream
here.
and they're obnoxious. Like,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
And so like
Every time they just slam into a planet
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
they're screaming.
yeah, like dude, yeah, because I heard that they had the reason that movie has like nobody in it is
Mhm.
because that they like had to film that in the middle of COVID.
Yeah.
For Love and Thunder?
that
Yeah,
makes
I heard
sense.
that they were like that was one of the few movies that they actually like pushed forward through the actual pandemic.
Yeah.
So that's why it feels kind of like, oh, there's just like a
Where the
quest
Guardians are in
going
it for like
on,
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
barely. Yeah, it's like you
I think
know.
some people were upset that they were teased in the trailers,
And then they were
didn't
only
get a
in
lot
it
of time
for
with them.
yeah.
And I mean,
But I mean, it's not a Guardians movie,
right.
you know.
Also, should we just drop a spoiler warning now? Because we're gonna
Yeah,
kind of get into
yeah.
it. Anyways.
We can go ahead and drop the spoiler warning.
There's spoilers, bitch.
Spoiler warning.
If I get time, I normally edit it all cool, but I think it's even funnier if I don't edit it.
Oh, don't
And,
edit
and
the
we
spoiler.
expect him to edit, and we're like, spoiler warning.
Do you guys watch Mr. Sunday Movies? or it's Weekly Planet is what their podcast is called. They're from Australia, and it's kind of similar. They'll get like the topics of like certain media, and like I'll have to show you them after we get out of here, dude. They're an awesome podcast.
We're about to be better.
Better.
Shots fired.
Just kidding. I'm
Shots
not starting
fired
any
at
beef.
Australia.
Dude, yeah, when you see their editing, if we start doing videos, I'll have to show you guys how they do it.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah,
So what it's like, yeah, just general impressions overall, Love and Thunder, like general thoughts about the thing as a whole. Maybe we can get into some performances and things like that. But
I said the first thing I said when I walked out of the theaters, I was like, "Well, I liked it more than Doctor Strange," but that wasn't saying too much. Because like, I feel like the problem right now with Marvel movies is they kind of they played with us for so long, literally 10 years to build up to Thanos.
Yeah.
right.
And that was 2018.
Mm-hmm.
So we're in like, I mean, shit, dude, that was 2019.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I think Endgame was
Yeah, so
2019.
This Phase 4 has been very much like, where are we? Where's our ground?
And that's
like,
the problem. I think is like
they're trying. They got rid of like all of their, you don't have your Tony Stark, you don't have your Chris Evans.
The thing they've learned now that they can't just go up to anybody unless they're a nobody, which is what they've been doing. They'll get these younger actors and stuff, and then they'll rope them into like several movie contracts and shit.
Yeah.
And so I think with the big problem being that they have laid a groundwork, which have you guys seen Loki?
Yes.
Loki's
Okay.
fantastic.
Yes. No.
So,
yeah,
yeah.
they definitely are starting the seeds for this new phases, like overarching.
It's
Yes.
it's also been confusing because it's almost like through the films and TV shows, you can see where they're trying to patch it together almost.
Yeah.
It's like they rewrote No Way Home's ending like the day of filming it. You know what I'm saying? Because the way the machine works, it's just like that.
And I mean, like, and I know.
But Loki was like laying those first seeds.
Yeah, and I know like Falcon and the Winter Soldier went through like extensive rewrites.
Yeah.
Because the original plot was supposed to be like
A virus.
like a pandemic virus that they
And then
released.
COVID
and then
happens.
COVID happened, and they were like, "Oh yeah, no, we can't do this."
Jeez. Yeah, I think that's a big problem because with Love and Thunder,
They're trying to make these consolidated movies again.
and it's very hard for them because they also have to be able to do like a story, and I feel like this overarching story, which Love and Thunder did necessarily do. I feel like they didn't really touch upon too much of the other stuff.
No, I feel like Love and Thunder is pretty self-contained.
Yeah, I think that was good. But that being said, is that like, you go looking at Doctor Strange and you almost feel like you don't know where they're going next. Like they've laid the groundwork with the multiverse, and it's almost like there's no consequences now in a sense, because like
like everything's part of the MCU now.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, and like with them supposedly going to be developing like Kang the Conqueror and stuff. It's going to be very hard to see ultimately what they're going to be doing with all that, and it has me worried for like Black Panther and stuff like that.
I have no clue what's going to happen with that.
Black Panther, I don't know what's going on. I think
supposedly they're going to do his sister,
but
I think Kang the Conqueror is supposed to be the main antagonist in. Well, he's going to be in Ant-Man. Yeah.
Well, when he was talking in Loki, like the version of Kang, He Who Remains, who was killed, was saying, I was all over the multiverse. And every single one, like, I'm like the best out of there was, and I'm still not great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you fucking kill me now, you're about to unleash some shit.
There's gonna be millions
and
of
so
me.
maybe the big multiversal threat, maybe I don't know if he's just going to be an Ant-Man.
No,
or if he's
I
going
think
to grow
he
past
is.
it.
I think he is going to be.
Yeah.
You think he's going to end up being
like
because it's like
the new Thanos or whatever.
if they're all if there's one of him in every multiverse and they're all start getting up to
it could
their
just
shit
be
again,
it could just be the version like the Kang the Conqueror that's in the Ant-Man movie could just be.
It's almost, and we're
one
trying to
version
get
of
there, but it feels like we're back in phase 1 to a sense where we're just not fucking there yet.
Yeah,
and like the
still have to build the strings out.
Yeah, and the after credit scenes aren't hitting as much as they used to.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what are we getting to here?
Yeah, I mean, like the Doctor Strange post-credit scene where he the lady shows up and is like, "Come on, there's an incursion."
Yeah.
And you're like,
Who
"What?
the fuck are you? Yeah.
Like, who are you and where are we going?"
right.
He's like, "I'm from the dark dimension." You're like, "What?"
Okay.
Dude, they should have just given him an R rating.
Dude, I know. That was one of the big things. They were right on the edge. If they could have pushed it to R, that shit would have been fucking nuts.
Oh,
Yeah, and I know they're worried about money, but it's like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You're still gonna sell tickets.
Right.
Have you guys seen any of Taika Waititi's other
Dude,
films?
I love Taika Waititi.
Yeah, for sure.
The year that like Jojo Rabbit was like my movie of the year
For sure.
when
yeah.
That
it
movie's
came
so
out,
fucking
because I hadn't seen Parasite, and because it like ran up against Parasite
Mhm.
for like the Oscar
Yeah.
or whatever, or Golden Globe. But I loved that was my first time seeing Taika Waititi. I remember seeing trailers for it, and I was
Mhm.
like, this movie looks absurd. I got to see it.
Have you seen Hunt for the Wilder People? Hunt for the
Is
Wilder
that a film
People.
or a show?
It's a film. He also makes What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah,
We want to see.
I
Like,
haven't.
I
My
dove
brother
into
has
that.
watched that, and
Yeah.
he thinks it's really funny. I've seen commercials for like the new seasons of the show.
Mhm.
There's a fucking dude. One of the vampires' like abilities, like I think it's like he's like telepathic or something,
Mhm.
but he's like super awkward. And he's
Oh,
like a
yeah.
nerdy dude. And one of my favorite lines, my buddy showed me the first episode, and he's like, "This is my office," and he like peeks around the corner, and he goes, "Also known as the hunting grounds," and
my
it's like
God.
so funny, dude. It's just
He also, I don't think he like directs it, but he's like an executive producer, and he stars in Our Flag Means Death,
Mhm.
which is like a.
I actually haven't heard of that one.
Dude.
No.
Oh wow, that's a
I
good
loved
one.
it. It came out like a couple months ago on HBO Max,
Mhm.
and it's about it has Rhys Darby, he plays the pirate Steed Bonnet. And it's like he's
The gentleman pirate.
the gentleman pirate. He's like a real pirate in history, and he's this like silver spoon like aristocrat type who just one day left his family and like decided to become a pirate. Like built a ship and was like, I'm gonna be a
Yeah.
pirate. Doesn't know anything about being a pirate. He pays his crew like a salary wage, so they don't have to worry about like pillaging ships.
Yeah.
And Taika Waititi's in it as Blackbeard.
Oh,
And
jeez.
he meets up with them and
It's
is
really
like
funny.
he has like a personal interest in Steed Bonnet because he's like such a unique type of pirate, and just like it's so like like that Taika Waititi type of comedy where
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like absurdism, like over the topness. It's real. I really enjoyed it, but it also has like the emotional moments of like Jojo Rabbit. I
Mhm.
think of like with
Mhm.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, it's only 30-minute episodes.
Yeah, and they're only 30-minute episodes. There's 8 episodes of it.
Mhm.
I
think
recommend
that's
it.
What We Do in the Shadows is like. It's like 23,
Yeah.
30 minutes.
I really want to see the movie too. I think there's a short film even before that.
something like that.
Yeah, so I definitely want to check that out.
yeah, it's just like it's like all these weird ass vampires just
Mhm.
living together,
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
shit, and it's like they take
In
themselves
modern
really
times.
serious.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like it's
Mhm.
so fucking funny.
I mean, he's also he's in the Star Wars universe too.
They're trying to line him up to be the next.
Well, I
make
mean
one of
that
those
he's
movies.
also
He's the droid.
I think he's a droid in Mandalorian. I think he
Yes,
directed
yeah.
an episode of
And
Mandalorian.
yeah, he did. Yeah.
And then they're trying to give him like a movie now too.
Yeah, he's definitely a big name out there right now.
He has gotten himself out there.
For sure.
And I love his like style of
he plays
comedy.
one of my favorite characters in Love and Thunder.
Korg, the Rock Man.
I don't care what anybody says. Korg.
that was
You know Korg is fucking funny, dude.
when
Talking about his bros,
at the
will you
end,
hold hands?
at the end when he went to do that, because I did go to see that with my baby mom. I looked over here. I was like, they're about to bang like right over that lava pit, dude. Because he said that he's like when they do that they make a baby.
They shake.
Yeah.
They
I was
hold
like,
hands
I
over.
was like,
over
Korg's gonna have a
lava.
baby, dude. If not, then he just totally is a deadbeat dad and he just left that kid somewhere. Like, if there's not a baby Korg in the next movie,
He's
you
gotta
know,
be.
Korg's
Bro.
like paying child support somewhere. or
Korg's
something
paying
like
child
that.
support. Yeah,
I
my
loved
kid.
that it was always like they did it like 3 times where he's like, "This is the story of Thor."
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just to give Taika Waititi an excuse to like narrate a movie. And,
No,
like,
literally.
yeah.
actually make sense a little bit. You
Yeah,
know?
for sure.
And so, like that was pretty funny.
And I mean, there is a lot that you have to catch up on for his character. So much that he's gone through. I mean, he went through fucking Infinity War and Endgame before getting to where we are now. You know, he went through the whole fucking dad bod thing in like Endgame, so they kind of had to like wrap that shit up.
And he kind of talked about how he was traveling with the Guardians.
Thor should have had that fucking Guardian jacket on the whole goddamn movie.
Dude, yeah.
It was so damn cool when he's got the red fucking vest on.
It was pretty
I
cool.
didn't like his like
his like actual outfit that he had.
This little weird thing, because dude, you're looking at it and you're like, bro, this looks like there was a movie that it reminded me of. It reminded me like Aquaman.
Okay.
Oh,
When you're
no.
looking at like Aquaman and like they have those weird golden outfits, and you're like, this is clearly CGI. Like when you look at Iron Man, you kind of see that he's like wearing a suit while also them putting CGI onto it.
Yeah.
And they do a very good job. And I've heard a lot of people complaining about that, and I think that's been the big thing that a lot of people are taking away from Love and Thunder more so than the story or anything, is the fact that like they should have probably been given more time.
I totally get that. The suit was pretty CG'd up. I prefer. I mean, I just always prefer actual.
Like you said, the jacket.
Suits.
Just
that jacket was nice.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny that he put the helmet on as like a.
I was just about to bring that
trying
up.
to be like a big,
when he
like
sees
a big move.
when he sees Jane dressed up, and he's like. He
Yeah.
like lightnings up and gets the new like regal outfit, and he walks up and he's like,
I didn't think he was gonna hold that for like to have that outfit for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, that's
I
what
thought
I'm
he was
saying.
just doing a power move to her to be like, oh,
Was there a
Jane.
second post-credit scene?
yes.
Because
Damn, dude.
I only saw the Hercules one,
Uh-huh.
and I've heard something about a second one with her.
I think there was a
surviving.
second one.
No, she's in Valhalla. That's what it is.
They
So it's
show
like she's
her-
dead.
Yeah.
She
She
made it
wakes
to
up in Valhalla.
because she died in battle.
Okay.
And Heimdall's there.
Yeah, Heimdall's the one that he welcomes her, and he's like,
She's greeted by
"Hello,
Heimdall.
Jane. Welcome to Valhalla."
I didn't know if that meant like, can we get Jane Foster back from Valhalla?
Because that
Or
was
not.
the thing that was weird to me, was the fact that
You thought they were setting Jane up to be the new
she
Thor.
did
Yeah.
the entry at Comic-Con where she's like holding Mjolnir, and it's like, oh, she's the next Thor. And then it's like, no, we're just... And then, dude, don't even get... I'm going to get started on Christian Bale, and this is going to be like, a whole other thing,
oh
dude.
man.
Yeah.
They got one of the best actors working today, and they're like, yeah, we're just going to get him, like, really skinny and then kill his character off, and then, you know, he's not going to kill any gods on screen.
That's
besides
what
the
made me
one
upset.
dude.
Yeah.
I was I really wanted to see more of him not just scaring children, being scary to kids.
Yeah.
Because like this is a god butcher. I was like, even if they just did a montage of him just fucking like, you know what I mean? Like they could have cut a lot.
That's when you get
of
to the
what
part
happened.
where you're like, "Oh yeah, that's right. These Marvel movies are made for kids."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like they could have. I wouldn't have mind if they tagged another 30 minutes onto this film if they put more of gore in it. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Because
I
it ended
agree.
at 2 hours, and there's a lot of big 2.5 hour fucking Marvel movies. So
Yeah, dude.
why not give him that proper amount to shine? You know what I mean? Because
Dude,
Christian Bale takes any character and he fucking
Dude, he
runs
goes
with it
in.
hard.
people will go to that
His
movie
scenes were
to see
great.
Christian Bale more than like other people in that film.
And one thing I wanted to say, like when they're captured by Gore and like Christian Bale or Gore is all up in Thor's face kind of talking to him, and Thor's still like cracking jokes. I was like, that's one time
This
where
is-
we
yeah.
don't need jokes. Like the God Butcher is
That
about
was
to
that was
fucking
one of
kill
my
you,
big
dude.
complaints about the
Yeah.
movie, was just that like there were moments where I'm like, we don't need to have comedy here.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
We're allowed to be a little serious some of the time.
When I first saw the trailer and they did the black and white in the
Yeah.
like the dark realm
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah.
I really thought they were gonna do some like crazy like Sin City shit where like they go black and white and it gives them an excuse for like Gore to actually like kind of borderline really like fuck like Thor up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then like have him just be bloodied, but then they don't have to show the blood. and,
Exactly.
Right.
like,
Yeah.
that would have been an excuse.
I didn't
for
even
them to
think
do that.
about that.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought. Because when me and Matt first watched it, that's
Mhm.
what immediately what we both said. I was like, dude, that's gonna be a great battle. And then it was
Yeah.
like, nope,
And it's just Natalie Portman walking around in the dark space with with Mjolnir, like giving her a little bit of color.
Dude, I turned to my Mimo and I said, "This is like Don't Starve the movie." Like, cause like there's all these little hands.
Oh my
out,
god,
like,
that is
the fire.
that is
They're
so
pushing
accurate.
them away, and I was like, "This is ridiculous."
That's hilarious.
Yeah, because like I was just like that's the first thing I thought of when I saw those little black things crawling around and like all the kids getting superpowers and shit, and it's just like, you know.
That scene where he gives all the kids superpowers, that felt like we need a scene to have kids
give these kids do something.
Yes, yeah.
It was like they've been sitting on their asses the whole time.
It felt like a very like wrote in scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those kids' agents were like, "Listen, you're getting these guys for like like pennies on the dollar here. We got to get something.
You got to do
them,
something with them instead of just having them sit in a cage."
Yeah, it's like this is too much. Right. Oh God, what was I?
It felt.
I was gonna say before you slid on to the next topic, the Mjolnir when she did the split.
Yeah,
I liked that.
I was not expecting that at all.
That was dope.
I don't know if they show that in trailers or anything, but
no. I think that was the surprise. I think even in the trailer, it's
not
no
cracked.
Formed. Yeah. That was fucking badass. She's just like shredding shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really liked the whole. This might not have landed with other people, but the whole Mjolnir versus
the relationship drama.
That shit was funny, bro.
I thought it was so
you
funny.
saw Stormbreaker just slide in.
Like, we were just talking, like, you know.
just you know. That's my ex. It's me and you, Stormbreaker.
Yeah,
but then
that's funny.
Dude, it's so funny to me that that's built up the whole movie where it's like, oh, Stormbreaker, Mjolnir's my ex. It's me and you. And then at the end of the movie, it ends with him holding Mjolnir and the kid holding Stormbreaker.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
That was a thing I did not like.
How it ended with the kid.
Because it was like he built it up to get her. Like I mean, it made sense on Gore's side of things. I really thought he was about to just change his. Like I knew it wouldn't have made sense, but because it was a Marvel movie, I thought he was gonna be like, oh, I'll just wish for Jane to be cancer free.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, some shit like that. But I knew that would be way too corny.
Oh,
and
for sure.
So then, like, him wishing for her back.
That was the only other option I saw as well, yeah.
It was. But then I thought maybe he'd be like, oh, I you know, I don't know. I really did. Like, they kind of wrote themselves into a little hole on that one.
It doesn't make sense that he would.
The moment that he made it to eternity or whatever, it was like, okay. We have to figure out what he does now.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, like, couldn't if he wished for him to just be like, oh, put me and my daughter like in eternity forever together or something? Like, he could have
definitely,
He could have wished to be like, I want to be where
take me back in time to my daughter or something like that.
Yeah, like take me back in time with like the you know, with the knowledge I have now, and then he would have been able to like stop worshiping that god and like. But then that would have been too simple.
Right.
That would have been too easy for them to do.
Dude, he did so good in that scene where it's like Christian Bale is like the worshiper before he becomes Gore, and the god's just like, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Dude, he did really well for that.
You're my followers. You die. That's what you do.
That shit was cool. I did enjoy that a lot. What did you think about Zeus? His face
Zeus.
immediately. Zeus. The way he's fucking throwing the lightning bolt around.
I thought it was so.
I didn't think they were gonna go cool with Zeus.
I thought it was so strange. I don't think that landed as well as they were hoping it would have. Like I don't know.
I was
think
in
they're
between
setting
it for
him
a
up
while.
to be an antagonist in the future.
I guess so. 'Cause, I mean, they're gonna be kind of on Thor's ass.
Because
now.
that was the first post-credit scene, wasn't it?
Hercules.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So that was I mean, he's over the top, which is
For sure.
exactly what Taika does with his writing. But I'm not too sure how I felt about him.
I think they tried to give him
too much.
They tried to give him the Jeff Goldblum vibes from Ragnarok.
No, I think that's. I think he just
wanted
hit the nail
another
on the
character
head.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. It made me laugh. I think if he would have tried to make a serious Zeus, it wouldn't have worked like at all.
No. I think it was just a little bit too like flamboyant and like full of himself. I think just a little too much.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And that accent, dude. Like there was like.
Hey man, he's Greek.
Yeah, but it's like then you know what I mean. Then get somebody who could have probably been.
Yeah.
Not Russell
properly.
Crowe.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure. Instead of just getting another big name to throw on there. you know?
Yeah.
I did like that. He was like Thor's like a little kid waiting to see
Dude,
Zeus,
Thor
like
was,
waiting to clap
Thor
for
was
him.
a Zeus simp.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
That's
straight up.
Zeus sim.
Yeah,
That's funny.
I thought it was hilarious that Valhalla or New Asgard has
Mhm.
been like commercialized into a tourist trap.
I know, dude. I'm like, what?
Dude, they have a ice cream store that is dedicated to the Infinity Gauntlet called Infinity Cones.
Yeah, dude. They really hit the head, on the. They really hit the nail on the head for American.
It made me think of like
corporatism.
yeah, no, it made me think of The Boys and like
Yeah,
how,
that's
how
what
they
I'm
have
saying.
like Queen Maeve's like LGBTQ world or whatever.
Yeah.
And how they just like commercialize every
Exactly.
aspect of it. I'm like, that's what this town has become.
Yeah, they're like really nailing that in, for sure. I didn't like that. That's where Valkyrie was at the beginning of it, King Valkyrie. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
But that's
Stuck
part of her
doing
character.
yeah,
She
stuck doing
kinda
all the
hates it.
paperwork and everything.
Yeah. Yeah,
Cutting ropes or cutting
the ribbons and shit.
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Seems I like where her character kind of went by the end of it. How do you guys feel about Thor's character arc by the end of the movie? I mean,
What character arc?
kind of.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like by the end of it was just it's like
Thor was just a bumbling idiot on a boat going like
Pretty much.
he literally did not take those kids going like missing seriously at all. Like
Right.
at all. It was more like I'm just gonna go kill Gore.
He did,
'cause
like,
I'm afraid of
the-
him coming after me more so than the kids.
Yeah,
Like,
he did like the sight thing to be where they were at, and he was just like, "You guys are all gonna be perfectly safe.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about it."
classic.
And then
Thor
comes
adventure.
out and he's like, "I don't have a plan."
Yeah. It's like he had direction. So the first movie, it's like he wants to be the king. He's full-headed. He's hot-headed still. He's not ready, but he wants to be the king. By the second movie, by the end of it, he comes to the realization, I don't want to be the king. I'll protect the 9 realms with all of my might, but I'm not.
I don't want to be.
I don't want to take the throne. And then in Ragnarok, that's kind of where he's just like
He's still at that point.
it's like even he's taking it less serious at this, not less serious, but his character changes obviously. Taika
Yeah.
comes in as the writer. He's more comical. He's been on Earth more, I guess. So he's kind of you're adding
He's a friend
more.
from work.
Yeah,
That shit is so
you're
funny.
adding more to his personality, but then it's just like him and Jane. That's not a thing anymore. So I feel like they really didn't know what to do with Thor.
Yeah.
You know, past that, like, what's his end game? He doesn't even have a goal by the end of this movie. It's just the soul searching movie.
Yeah, I mean, they set up like that's the thing. Like they set up like a potential arc for him at the beginning with Chris Pratt talking to him, and he's like,
Right.
you got to find the things that you love in life or whatever.
Which I guess he found
And he,
Which,
a daughter figure by the end of it.
from my understanding, is that they were going to be doing the Thor and the Guardians. Like, is that supposed to be what
That's-
Guardians
I mean,
3 is supposed to be?
I
or
thought
did
like
they just,
as Guardians of the Galaxy.
as Guardians of the Galaxy, like, did they just do away with that?
I
Like,
guess I don't know.
think they
Maybe they'll
just-
show. Maybe they'll pull up on Thor.
Yeah.
And when
Like,
Guardians
just
3
pull
at
up
the
on
beginning of
Thor.
it and be like, "Hey, dude, remember when we kicked you out of the Guardians? Well, we need you back."
remember this story that we're going to just summarize and not actually show? the
Korg
movie?
be like, "This is the tale of Thor for the 4th time."
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, he does have like a thing to protect now, I guess.
Right.
He's got real life dad Thor problems now.
Yeah.
So I guess that's like a
we just don't know where
step
it's
of
gonna
his
go
character.
from
But
there.
yeah, it's like I mean, obviously, like,
I'm almost willing to bet next movie that he's like, oh yeah, I dropped her off at the daycare at the new Asgard, and then we never see
and then
the
it's just
character
Thor again.
We never see the character.
and then but then she shows up halfway
In
through
a
the
Disney
film
Plus
with
show.
yeah, she shows up halfway through the film with Stormbreaker and cuts like the right hand of the big bad in half or
Yeah.
something.
Right.
And it's like, you should have taken me with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what? There's. Right now we got Miss Marvel.
Miss
And
Marvel.
I
Haven't
think-
watched it.
Haven't seen it.
I heard Echoes coming out. I haven't seen Miss Marvel, and I have not watched Moon Knight.
I want
Haven't
to
seen
watch.
Moon Knight.
I want to watch Moon Knight, but I do. Need
I
to
wonder
get on
what Thor's gonna do when he finds out his fucking brother from another universe has just been Doctor Whoing it up out
Right.
there.
that. Right?
Yeah.
When he's reunited with his dead brother for the third fucking time.
And it's the Loki that doesn't.
It's
have
the Loki
love.
that hasn't gone through the character growth.
Yeah.
Will,
But he's
by
gone
this
through his
point, he
own
has.
character
Yeah,
growth.
he's gone through it. This Loki has gone through his own kind of thing. I mean, he's seen everything that's happened because Owen Wilson was like, "Look, bitch,
Yeah, let me
Look,
download.
I'm
your
gonna
death.
make you watch
Let me
your
download
mom
your
die."
like 3 deaths into your brain real quick.
yeah."
Which I think it's so funny. I guess before I go on to that topic, I'll say 5 out of 10 for me with the Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
5.
I think I'd probably give it about like a 7.5.
I'm gonna go at 7. I'd say 7 out of 10 is really good.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun.
I had a lot of. When I go to the theater, I go to have a fun time first and foremost, and
for
I had a
sure.
really good time going with we always go with our friends go see.
Oh
this
yeah,
shit.
for sure. I mean, it was an even cooler experience for us because we had the whole theater to ourselves, like rented out.
For sure. So definitely a fun movie, an awesome installment, but it was lacking in
Definitely,
areas for sure. And
yeah.
I'd say a lot of people would agree with Nate too. 5 out of 10. Some people
Oh,
just don't
definitely.
like this direction that
Definitely,
Thor's
yeah.
going, so that's totally fine. I'd say if you're a Marvel fan, you don't have too much to worry about going in to see it. Take it how you will, but it's fun.
Yeah. Pretty
But-
enjoyable.
Yeah, I guess the next topic, I'm trying to think of what that topic that I was just talking about. It was going to be the nice segue after the I think it was stuff that's upcoming.
Mhm.
'cause
Upcoming
they got-
Marvel projects.
At least from the ones that I'm aware of, they obviously got like Black Panther.
Is that the next one that comes out?
Black Panther's the next movie, and then I think I have not seen Miss Marvel at all.
Yeah, I haven't
Um,
either.
I don't even know what comes out. after that.
I think the
Yeah.
last Disney Plus show I saw was Loki.
And I think that's been the best one. I think Loki
Yes.
might have been the best thing in Phase 4 thus far. Honestly.
I think I agree with you on that one.
Yeah, I had a fucking fantastic time through that whole show.
It was just super 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 cool. I think like some of the writers for it or something like that worked on Doctor Strange, like the new Doctor Strange movie,
Really?
which is kind of why they have like the reference to incursions at the in the post-credit scene.
Okay, here we go.
He's doing it. He's pulled out the phone.
Some upcoming things. Yeah, we got Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. I have no clue what direction they're gonna go. Really fucking.
Supposedly,
Always
he's
gonna be sad
become-
about Chadwick
Sure,
Boseman.
he's gonna become like the new Black Panther, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
supposedly, like his sister's supposed to become the new Black Panther.
Yeah.
Was it Namir or whatever?
Oh yeah, Namor might be in it.
Namor is
Yeah.
he is.
Oh,
the
he
villain.
isn't. Oh, he's the villain.
He is the villain or whatever.
Gotcha.
They are supposedly going to be doing focusing on a lot of the other characters in
Gotcha.
Wakanda. I'm curious as to see if they're going to because I don't see them killing him off, but they have no choice, honestly, because
Right.
unless
like
they
off screen.
unless they give because what I was thinking is they would have him, maybe they used old voice lines or something,
Mhm.
have him in the Black Panther outfit, and it's basically like he's giving her the blessing of
I could see them doing having a stunt actor wear the suit and
Right.
at the beginning of the movie fighting the antagonist of it or something and then dying.
I said he went off to war and somebody needed to take over the.
That's what I'm thinking.
Or,
They're
like,
probably
he
gonna
could-
do is
yeah.
he's gonna be he needs to go on a
And
vision
then if they
quest
really
or
gotta say
something.
it later, he died in war.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking, but I could be fucking.
Send him into space or something.
Yeah.
Pull a hawk.
Fucking Dr. Evil?
That, or maybe they'll just write it off to where he like how he said they'll probably say they might not even make a new Black Panther. They might.
I was gonna
just
say
have
I've been
her-
seeing people say oh, it's fine to have her be the protagonist of this movie, but don't have her
Call
take
her
over the Black Panther
Panther.
role. Have her
Yeah.
be her own thing.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And I think that's what they're ultimately probably gonna do is
Mhm.
have him like how he was in that world with the spirit realm or whatever. They might have him
Stuck in like a permanent.
go in there. Maybe he's like looking for his dad or something, and he's like going in there and like
Yeah,
he's kinda, like,
you
stuck
stay
in
in for
there or
too
something.
long and you're permanently trapped.
But yeah, other than that, I think Echo might be the next Disney Plus.
Echo,
show.
She-Hulk, Attorney at Law.
Oh, God,
She-Hulk,
She-Hulk.
yeah.
I'm not
He
even-
said, "Oh,
They're doing a
God."
Thunderbolts movie.
Thunderbolts.
Got
I'm
I'm
confirmed.
not excited for She-Hulk. I might watch it just to see like
What they're gonna try.
Hulk. If Hulk has a fucking
He does
scene,
have a role. No,
He's
You know
in
what I'm
it.
saying? If he actually like roids out and fucking fights
Yeah.
somebody, I'll be like, okay. I
they've
can
only
watch
showed
this.
us like Banner Hulk.
Yeah,
know,
the
to-
smart Hulk.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's why I'm like, okay, if he actually like uses his powers to fuck somebody up, I'm gonna be like, okay.
He
like,
so does it like
I might watch it a little bit. 'cause,
yeah.
like,
They have him at a point where he doesn't like in Endgame when they're like, "Go Hulk, be fucking Hulk, dude." He's like, "Ah." Yeah, he's like, "I'm not mad anymore, guys."
Yeah, Black Panther's next, and then the Ant-Man movie comes out next year.
Dude, I honestly need to watch the Ant-Man movies.
Look, man, I'll go to bat for the Ant-Man movies. They're fun.
I fucking love Paul Rudd.
They're
man.
really
Like,
fun. Look, Paul Rudd's great.
I've seen it. I love him in the other movies. You know what I mean?
Lawrence Fishburne is in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Gotcha.
And then they have, I think, Ghost is like the villain in that one. Yeah, no, they're fun, and I mean, Ant-Man and the Wasp literally like sets up Infinity War or Endgame.
Yeah. And that's one thing I loved about Ragnarok, how the ending is Thanos' ship pulling up on them, and then the next thing you have to look forward to is like that's shit popping off.
Yeah, and that's literally how Infinity War opens.
Oh,
up.
dude, yeah, I love that shit. That was a fantastic move. But as far as the future of Marvel is concerned, we're just gonna have to see where the fuck it goes. You know, I don't even know when they're gonna. I want to see Kang. You know, I want to see those big moves start moving. So hopefully we'll get more of that surfacing in the future.
in my opinion, as like my final say with the Marvel, if they don't like stop looking at it and through like a green money lens,
Right.
and actually just let the people that they hire
Do what they want to do.
Tell
their
the stories.
do their thing. Like when Jon Favreau made Iron Man,
Mm-hmm.
Disney was not the Disney it is today.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
And they said, dude, do what you want. Like, what's the worst that could happen? And then it's like,
Can you imagine what multiverse would have been like if they just let Sam Raimi loose?
yeah. And
Would've
that's
been
why I was
fucking
like, bro,
amazing.
if he would have went R rating, that would have moved them to be like, all right, let's get Deadpool in here.
Right.
Because
Some shit.
because my thing, what would have sold me on Doctor Strange
Mm-hmm.
is when they did the Illuminati scene and fucking everybody's like doing the fight.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really thought like at the end in the post credits, like there'd be like a toilet flush or something, and you'd see Deadpool like running out, zipping his pants up.
He's like,
he was late for the meeting.
Yeah.
Like, he shows
Oh,
up and he's like,
dude.
guys, where is everyone?
Dude, yeah, because
Like,
there's
everybody's
a
fucking
I
dead.
think
there's an empty chair. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
there's that
sure.
empty chair.
And
Yeah,
I was dead certain that he was going
Oh
to
my
show up
God,
and be
could
like,
you
guys, I'm
imagine?
late. You know?
That's who I would have least imagined.
Wade
so that would have been
Wilson.
funny. Yeah.
Deadpool.
Yeah.
Right. No, that would have been great, man. So yeah, I mean, thanks for coming on, Nate. Thanks for
Oh,
joining
dude,
the
yeah, it was
Marvel
awesome to
discussion.
have you.
Appreciate you guys.
I'm sure we'll have you on sometime soon again, my man. So yeah, enjoy the epic, Nate's company. Any plugs you have, man?
plug.
Dude, yeah. Follow me on Instagram at Enjoy the Epic. It's all one word. And that's probably the best avenue to reach me because you can get all my other contacts through there as well. So,
Nate's a local filmmaker here in the Akron, Cleveland area. We work with him a lot. He's got a documentary premiere coming up October 1st.
October 1st, and doors open at 5 p.m. at the Akron Civic Theater. It's going to be
The Movement.
The Movement. It's the Just a Dad from Akron documentary. The
Awesome.
one and only. So
Very
it's gonna be
exciting.
nice, dude.
Fantastic.
We're
Yeah,
looking at we have an attendance. We have 2,500 seats available.
Yes.
It's a free event, and it's
Nice.
gonna be a whole deal,
let's pack that shit up.
dude. It's gonna
It's
be
going to be a great documentary.
and I'm gonna like I told Jake during our delirium during this 48-hour event.
Jake Cole, he was our last podcast
He
guest.
was, yeah. Dude, shout out Jake Cole, dude.
Yes, sir,
Love him.
always.
Shout out, fucking. I always love saying his name too, but
Jake Cole, baby.
yeah,
Literally.
Jake Cole, baby.
But basically, yeah, I'm gonna reach out to you and a couple
Uh-huh.
other people, and we're gonna try to at least get like a little couple trailers set up. You know,
Hell yeah.
make it as like an official of a movie premiere as we can make it. So,
Hell yeah.
you know,
Good
we'll
shit.
do like a trailer for What's Best. and, like, a
Yeah.
trailer
Shout out
for,
What's Best.
Piano Man.
Shout
and,
out
like, stuff
Piano
like that,
Man.
so.
All right, yeah. Lots of projects in the work, guys. So follow his Instagram. Follow our Instagram, our Facebook, Foresight Studios LLC. Follow 626 Sound with Davis Woodring, the man that makes
The
the
musical
pod.
guru.
Yeah, baby. Makes this all possible. All right, guys. That's it for today's episode. Join us next week when we talk about what the fuck ever.
Sayonara.